Scavenging stations are the kind of thing that I assign my settlers to when there's nothing else for them to do. They'll patrol my settlement and take occasional breaks to blowtorch their station for some reason. The game never actually tells you what they do or how they work, though the name kind of implies what it's for. So let's find out. Scavenging stations require 5 wood and 5 steel, and only one settler can be assigned per station. Each station generates 2 random junk items every in-game day that get deposited into the settlement's workshop. Unemployed settlers also generate junk, but only 1 random junk per in-game day. Scavengers will patrol the settlement, so it's good to give them decent weapons and armor. Unfortunately, the amount of junk your stations can generate is capped at 100 plus 5 for each settler in the settlement. Meaning, for a settlement like my slog with 23 settlers, the junk generated is capped at 215. With my 10 scavenging stations, it'll take roughly around 11 in-game days to reach this capacity. We'll then have to manually empty out all the junk of the workshop and put it in another settlement so our scavenging stations can continue producing junk. Now, to maximize and streamline this process without mods, we'd want to pick settlements with large populations for bigger junk capacity. We're also gonna need local leader rank 1 to make supply lines. This way we can still make use of materials in our junk production settlement after emptying its workshop. I'd also recommend using the Strong Back perk to help us move our junk back and forth. Rank 1 grants 25 plus carry weight, Rank 2 doubles this to 50, Rank 3 allows us to use action points to run when over encumbered, and on survival mode, this rank perk is actually replaced with the player no longer taking limb damage from being over encumbered, even though the tooltip doesn't mention it. And finally, rank 4 allows us to fast travel when over encumbered. Ranks in the Lone Wanderer perk also have improved carry weight bonuses when traveling without a companion. Junk production from scavenging stations are good for settlement building and decorations, or if you want to generate a somewhat passive steady flow of random junk to craft things like weapon mods and armor. While it does require time and attention to keep the junk production flowing, it is a good alternative to buying expensive shipments, unless you already have a massive water farm empire or something. If you're playing survival, you're gonna want your junk production settlement to be near your main hub to reduce travel time. Since Hangman's Alley is so crucial on survival mode, Overland Station would be the obvious pick for junk production. Now, this wouldn't be a Bethesda game without bugs and things going wrong with our junk farm. Scavenging stations might stop producing junk after a settlement raid attack due to damage, but the thing is, the game doesn't show you that they're damaged, like it does for crops, turrets, or power generators. The only way to check them is to go into workshop mode and see if there's a repair option on them. The repair cost is only 1 steel and 1 wood, so there is that. Your stations might also stop producing junk if there are consumables, weapons, armor, or junk in the workshop, even if the cap hasn't been reached. In this case, you're gonna have to empty out the entire workshop and not just the junk. If you did all of the above and they're still not producing junk, travel away from the settlement's loading zone and allow a few in-game days to pass by. Sometimes the game doesn't count time passed by sleeping or waiting, so just keep that in mind. Now, if you're looking for specific materials you aren't getting from scavenging stations, or you're too broke to pay for shipments, you can use the tag for search function. Just open your Pip-Boy, go to the junk tab, and switch to component view. From here, we can select the material we want to find and press the tag button to mark it. We'll see a magnifying glass icon appear next to the tag material. We can pair this up with Scrapper Rank 2, and items that have materials we tag for search will be highlighted out in the open world. Gathering junk can be tedious, so this makes junk runs in the Commonwealth a lot easier. Personally, scavenging stations can be kind of useful early in a playthrough, but once you've got more effective farms and stores generating caps, It's much easier to just buy junk and shipments as needed. You can make these junk farms a lot more tolerable with mods that remove the production caps. That way you don't have to waste time moving junk back and forth. I've linked one in the description. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to comment, leave a like and subscribe to boost the algorithm. It really helps out the channel. Thanks for watching, see you all on the next one.